Bonjour, bonjour. Kwe Mijuanandao, Migazandodam, Kebwek Donjaba. I'm Renee Lemon. I'm from Kebwek First Nation in Kipwa, Quebec. And today I was asked to say the opening prayer and the song. But if any of you know me, you know that those are kind of the same thing to me. I put the prayers into the song while I'm singing. So I'm going to explain what we're going to pray about today. So there's a few of you that I know, and there's a few that I know that have had a lot of difficulty and a lot of hardship through this degree, and you persevered, and I'm so proud of you for continuing on despite all the obstacles that were in your way. And I want to remind you that those obstacles are only there to make you stronger in the end. And it may be, I mean, you may not understand why, but it's always there for a reason. You know, things have a funny way of working out. And I'm just so glad that everyone continued on, and I hope that you will continue on with kindness in the rest of your journey.
Merci beaucoup, René Miigwech. Please be seated, s'il vous plaît, vous asseoir. It gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to Laurentian University's Spring 2024 Convocation. We gather to celebrate the successes of our graduates who will be receiving their degrees today after many years of hard work. Bienvenue à la Collation des grades du printemps 2024, ici à l'Université Laurentienne. Vous participez aujourd'hui à une journée importante de notre histoire. Nous célébrons avec nos diplômés et nos nouvelles diplômées leur travail acharné de ces dernières années lors de cette cérémonie de collation des grades. We'd like to begin our ceremony today by acknowledging the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. We also further recognize that Laurentian University is situated on the traditional lands of the Atikamek and Anishinaabeg First Nations, and that the city of Greater Sudbury also includes the traditional lands of the Wahnapitae First Nation. We extend our deepest respect to all Indigenous peoples, and as a sign of our continued relationship, we will support Laurentian University's Truth and Reconciliation Task Force recommendations. Nous désirons débuter cette cérémonie en reconnaissant le traité Robinson-Huron de 1850. Il importe aussi de souligner que l'Université Laurentienne se situe sur les terres traditionnelles des Premières Nations d'Atikamek et Anishinaabeg et que la ville du Grand Sudbury comprend également celle de la Première Nation de Wahnapitae. Nous tenons à exprimer notre profond respect à tous les peuples autochtones et comme signe de notre relation suivie avec eux, appuierons les recommandations émises par le groupe de travail sur la vérité et la réconciliation de l'Université Laurentienne, Miigwech. Je suis heureux de me présenter, je me nomme Serge Demers et je suis le registraire ici à l'Université Laurentienne, ainsi que votre maître de cérémonie pour aujourd'hui. I'm pleased to be your Master of Ceremony today. My name is Serge Demers and I am the registrar here at Laurentian University. I'm required to provide a few what I call rules of engagement for the ceremony today. So this is indeed a special occasion, one that you'll want to capture in your memories, but also more permanently through pictures. C'est en effet une occasion fort spéciale dont on veut se souvenir et la meilleure façon de le faire sera de le capturer en photo. Nous vous demandons toutefois de respecter le décorum de la collation des grades et, comme par le passé, pas d'autoportrait, pas d'accessoires ni d'invités ne seront permis sur la scène. As with ceremonies in the past, you're asked to respect the decorum of convocation, so no selfies, no props, or guests will be permitted on stage. We also ask the paparazzi, but particularly the mamarazzi in the audience. They're the more aggressive of the two razzi species, to not cross the little blue ropes that have been put in the walkways so that graduates can access the stage and not trip over people. We do take our time so that you have an opportunity to capture the moment with pictures. So we'll ask you to help out President Wells by pointing out to where the cameras of your family members are. She was installed just Tuesday morning, so she's brand new president and hasn't had a time to brush up on who is associated with parents. So please give her a hand and give her a break. And you'll realize soon enough that the lighting also makes life difficult. So that being said, we have our grand paparazzi, John. John, please wave. So John is at the back. John will take a picture of every graduate going through the stage. And John, once he's taken the picture, will give you a thumbs up to say he's taken the picture. And very oftentimes he'll help out to show where the family members are. So keep an eye on John. He has eagle eyes, I call him. So at that point, on demande, and after John has taken all 12 of your personal photographers can take pictures. We'll see how that turns out. On demande aux paparazzi, mais aussi aux mamarazzi, de ne pas traverser les cordons bleus qui sont installés dans les allées et afin que nos étudiants puissent se rendre sur scène en toute sécurité. Veuillez noter que nous prenons notre temps afin que vous puissiez saisir le moment en photo. On vous demande d'aider la rectrice Wells en identifiant l'emplacement de vos photographes. La lumière sur scène rend la chose difficile. Nous vous demandons de regarder John, le photographe officiel, qui prendra la première photo. Lorsqu'il aura terminé, il vous fera signe et vous pourrez ensuite concentrer sur votre ordre de photographe personnel. Another opportunity following convocation will be for guests to go to Alumni Hall, a couple of levels above where we are, where you can take further pictures against a Laurentian backdrop. You should also know that Convocation is available by live webcast on the university's website, which is www.laurentian.ca. And you can also follow along the online Convocation booklet, which is situated at the bottom of every ceremony video. For those of you who want to tweet or to X or to do something crazy like that about this incredible occasion, you can use the hashtag Voyageurs with an S 2024. Retta. Where's Retta? Retta. We spoke before the ceremony, and now I'm concerned because there's someone seated beside you. So we'll act as though Retta understood everything I had to say, because Retta, 12 minutes ago, was the very first person to come on stage. Now I need to adjust because I suspect Carla. No, okay, so Retta is still the first person. All good. I always know these things last minute anyways, and you need to roll with it. So Retta will theoretically be the first person on stage. She will theoretically go up these stairs and theoretically receive her degree from the president. Theoretically will smile at John, who will wave when he's done. And then theoretically you can look at your 12 personal photographers so that you can theoretically get good pictures. Then theoretically you will go down the other set of stairs and you'll receive from the alumni relations folks a handout. Then theoretically you go back to your seat. So we'll see how that one plays out, folks. I'm quite concerned, but not. OK. Après la cérémonie, vous êtes tous et toutes invités à une réception au Salon des Anciens qui se situe à 2 étages au-dessus de notre emplacement actuel. Et là, vous pourrez prendre des photos supplémentaires avec des bannières de la Laurentienne comme toile de fond. Sachez également que la cérémonie est diffusée en direct sur le site web de l'université, soit au www.laurentienne.ca. Vous pouvez aussi envoyer des messages sur Twitter ou sur X au sujet de cette cérémonie en utilisant le mot-clic « Voyageur » avec un S 2024. Un membre de l'équipe du Bureau des Anciens remettra à chaque diplômé un exemplaire du Livre des Anciens quand vous quitterez la scène. At this point, I would like to invite Madame Dr. Lynn Wells, President and Vice Chancellor of Laurentian University, to address the graduating class. J'invite Madame Lynn Wells, rectrice et vice-chancelière de l'Université Laurentienne, à présenter son allocution à la classe finissante.
Good afternoon, everyone. So lovely to see you. Bonjour, Ani, Kwekwe, Washe, and welcome to Laurentian University. I'd like to welcome our esteemed guests, faculty members, friends, family, alumni, but most importantly, all of you, our graduating students. It's my privilege to be here today at this convocation as the very new President and Vice Chancellor here at Laurentian. I'm delighted to be part of this vibrant community with its proud 64-year history and a very bright future. To begin, I'd like to say thank you very much to René Lemoine for the opening invocation and for starting us off in a good way. Miigwech, René. I'd also like to introduce you to a new Anishinaabemowin Ojibwe word, which was suggested to me by our Associate Vice President, Indigenous Programs, Dominic Baudry. I'm getting better at this, I've been practicing. That word is Gimamikwenmigo, which is used to congratulate people on a very special day such as this. So I'm going to try it again. Gimamikwenmigo. Congratulations to all of you. Félicitations, diplômés. Je suis très heureuse de pouvoir partager ce moment avec vous. C'est un plaisir pour nous tous de vous célébrer. Vous avez très bien mérité cette journée spéciale. J'espère que vous puissiez jouir dans l'ampleur de vos accomplissements. I hope that through today's celebrations, your time with family and friends, you'll take a moment to recognize yourselves and your own achievement. As much as you may have relied on your parents or your study partners, you did this. You're here, and there's only one name that's going to be on that diploma, and it's yours. Pour plusieurs d'entre vous, vous avez commencé à la Laurentienne durant un temps difficile. Vous vous êtes poussé au-delà de vos limites précédentes et vous avez fait preuve de résilience face à l'adversité. Vous avez dû faire face à une pandémie mondiale, aux défis financiers de l'université et aux obstacles habituels de l'expérience postsecondaire. Mais malgré tout ça, vous êtes ici, prêt à affronter les défis de l'avenir. Our view of the future is often cloudy, but as you look back at your time at Laurentian, I hope that you see it clearly as a time of significant personal growth. You learned about yourselves, about the subject matter you studied, and you even learned just exactly when you should stop drinking, and of course we mean coffee when we say that. I hope you take this degree as a symbol, not just of what you have achieved, but of what you can become. It is evidence not just that you have, but that you can. Vous avez progressé sur un plan académique et personnel et vous avez noué des amitiés et des liens durables qui vous seront utiles dans les années à venir. Les expériences que vous avez vécues seront avec vous toute votre vie. The faculty members here today and the staff who have supported you along the way are equally proud of your success. I hope you have a moment to thank them for their contributions, and even more than that, I hope you keep in touch with them. As a professor myself, I know it is always so meaningful to hear from former students. We care so deeply about you and your success that it really means a lot to us to hear from you after a few years and to know what you've gone on to achieve. We love hearing from our alumni. Stay connected to your classmates, your professors, the staff, the university, and continue to support one another as you make your way in the world. J'aimerais souligner ce message encore. Vos professeurs, les employés de l'université prennent une grande fierté en vous voyant sur l'estrade. Leurs efforts pour vous soutenir sont validés par l'atteinte de votre objectif aujourd'hui. Au nom de la communauté de la Laurentienne, je vous félicite et je vous souhaite un avenir débordant de succès. Graduates, the world lies ahead of you. Do not fear its vastness or its uncertainty. Relish in the immediate, see your feet, and be where you are. Take the next step with pride and ambition. You, all of you, are ready. Congratulations. Merci, miigwech. Thank you.
J'inviterai maintenant la doyenne Jennifer Johnson à venir présenter les candidats et les candidates au degré dans la Faculté des Arts. I would now invite Dean Jennifer Johnson to present the candidates to the degrees in the Faculty of Arts.
Madam President and Vice Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I have the honor to present for their degrees those names who will be announced, that they may receive their degrees at your hands. Madame la rectrice et vice-chancelière, en vertu de l'autorité du Sénat, j'ai l'honneur de présenter à leur grade les aspirants dont les noms suivent, afin que vous leur confériez ce titre. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, au Baccalauréat et Arts, Rita Al-Hilali. John Beals. Amanda Beamish, cum laude. Ariel Bridley, cum laude. Arthur Chang, magna cum laude. Magdala Sherry Antoine, cum laude. Mercia Zonlik. Animan Vivian Ilo. Glory Emanarame. Xander Fortier. Amanda Gibbons, magna cum laude. Annie Giroux. Keely Guillen Navia. Aisha Hassan. Barbara Horn, magna cum laude. W. Randolph Jackson. Wendy Kelly, cum laude. Aou Caroline, épouse Adou Kouassi. Jessie Laferrière. Jessica Little, cum laude. Allison McPherson, cum laude. Oscar Makayang. Holly Marshall. Ashley Martell. Guidrine Mathurin Jean-Baptiste, magna cum laude. Emily Méville, magna cum laude. Onyekachi Nwose. Afolabi Olatunyi. Brenda Willett, magna cum laude. Michelle Patton, magna cum laude. Olive Pambura Chuat. Zena Pregent. Serenity Sanford. Harjit Singh, cum laude. Michelle Solta. Roxana Taylor, cum laude. Tarek Gage Tolsma. Demiret Tonla Samu. Caitlin Trivers, cum laude. Philo Chasuma. Melanie Valois, cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, 4 years, au Baccalauréat is ar 4 ans. Bakembel Barum. Ketsia Boloko. Dennis Brown, cum laude. Sarah Crow. Shannon Dyer. Shanbo Fang. Hannah Nguyen. Moana Senga. Shailene Restoul. Haley Sutherland. Kaylee Watson, cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors, au Baccalauréat et Arts spécialisés, Shakira Adioti. Fahima Asian, cum laude. Krista Babick. Grace Baker, cum laude. Hallie Baker, cum laude. Amber Bauer, cum laude. Marissa Cannon. Justin Carroll. Alana Charlon, magna cum laude. Chelsea Chateauvert, cum laude. Caitlin Connors, cum laude. Danica Crossman, magna cum laude. Carl Alain Stéphane Dédé. Avery Kukulik, cum laude. Matthew Davenport. Jillian Evers. Lindsay Evers, cum laude. Mia Fontana, cum laude. Mathieu Fraser. Benito Frume, cum laude. Elizabeth Gardner. Ethan Georgiev. Sarah Ann Gould, magna cum laude. Ethan Guizot, cum laude. Crystal Harrison Carin. Paige Helmer, cum laude. Rachel Harrington, cum laude. Sarah Jansen. Ayla Jones, magna cum laude. Alicia Joshua, magna cum laude. Berkmans Keeney. Dalton Kipp, cum laude. Sarah Landry, cum laude. Daniel Leblanc. Martinique Lemieux, magna cum laude. Dana Lewis. Isabelle Loisel, cum laude. Connor McDonald. Valerie McKenzie. Benjamin McNeil. Brady Martin, cum laude. Maria Martinez de la Garza, cum laude. Clotilde Clarice Mengniju Yepsu, cum laude. Natalia Meneses, cum laude. Andrew Middleton, cum laude. Alexander Miro, cum laude. Katie Morsch, cum laude. Madison Moksam. Tadze Engerere, cum laude. Keenan Osawabin, cum laude. Cum laude. Mia Otosqueab, magna cum laude. Sophia Papineau, cum laude. Adrian Parsons. Benjamin Peacock, cum laude. Bronwyn Pitura, cum laude. Andrea Ramlau. Emily Ramsey, cum laude. Lesline Sanku Junkan, cum laude. Amy Robichaud, cum laude. Claire Scott, magna cum laude. Olivia Seguin, cum laude. Sapika Shafat, cum laude. Samir Shafat. Kate Sheehan, cum laude. Carly Circa. Braylee Spry, magna cum laude. Ashley Stannard, cum laude. Macy Strukas, cum laude. Carly Sweet, magna cum laude. Andrea Thompson, cum laude. Samantha Thompson. Lena Trudeau, cum laude. Caitlin Truscott, cum laude. Megan Page Valancourt, cum laude. Katerina Valentik, magna cum laude. Jordana Valentine, cum laude. Shaylin Wallace, cum laude. Gabriella White, cum laude. Jessica Whitaker, cum laude. For the degree of Master of Arts, Humanities, à la Maîtrise des Arts Humanités, Stacy Alari Sathasivan. For the degree of Master of Arts, Applied Psychology, Stephanie Charbonneau. Alexandra Deck. For the degree of Master of Arts, Sociology, à la Maîtrise des Arts, Sociologie, Freddie Matunda Mata. Les aspirants qui n'ont pu se présenter vous prient, Madame la rectrice et vice-chancelière, de bien vouloir leur conférer le grade universitaire in absentia. The candidates who are not present respectively ask that you, Madam President and Vice-Chancellor, grant their degrees in absentia.
Okay, this is the fun part. Would the graduating class please rise? Les classes finissantes voudront bien se lever. In the name of the university and by the authority of the Senate, I proclaim that you are the holders of the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining to your degrees. Au nom de l'université et en vertu de l'autorité du Sénat, je proclame que vous détenez tous les droits, honneurs et privilèges attachés à vos titres. Congratulations, félicitations.
Please be seated, s'il vous plaît, vous asseoir. Serge is my name. But that's okay. The fun continues. So I would invite Dr. Tammy Eager, she's not my boss at least, but Dr. Tammy Eager, Vice President Research, to come present the Laurentian University Research Excellence Award. J'inviterai maintenant Madame Tammy Eager, vice-rectrice à la recherche, de venir présenter le prix d'excellence en recherche de l'Université Laurentienne.
Don't worry, I'll get him back. It's okay. Merci, Dr. Demers. Serge. Thank you. So Annie, bonjour. It gives me great pleasure to have the privilege to introduce to you the recipient of the 2024 Research Excellence Award. Afin de raconter le renommement exceptionnel dans la recherche, l'Université Laurentian crée un prix d'excellence dans la recherche. The recipient, I'm going to say the name and then tell you a little bit about them. Dr. Linda Ambrose. So many of you will know Dr. Ambrose. You may have been fortunate enough to have a class with her. And perhaps even if you didn't, you certainly benefited from her exceptional scholarship and her just generosity to making university a place that's welcoming for everyone to thrive. And this is what we heard from the incredible international scholars that wrote in letters of support on behalf of this nomination, her previous students and her colleagues at the university. So Dr. Ambrose is an award-winning historian. She has international reputation for her explorations of rural women and women and religion. Her scholarship brings unique perspectives on feminism in contexts like women's institutes in Ontario and the United Kingdom and North American Pentecostalism. That's just her scholarship. The people that wrote in to speak of her excellence talked about her work being the must-read books and articles if you are studying in this space. Not just on the reference list, but you must read these if you really want to understand this area of scholarship. And this fabulous professor has been here at Laurentian University. The selection committee was particularly impressed with other observations from these international scholars. Not only is she an award-winning researcher, but she has gone above and beyond to mentor others. And not to mentor others to have a co-authorship, but to mentor others to help lift them up, particularly women and women with intersectional identities, creating space, putting together international symposiums, inviting others to be present on those symposiums, hosting visiting scholars at the institution, opening her home and welcoming people to allow the whole discipline to benefit, not just for herself, but truly for everyone. And this, her colleagues will speak to as well. If you've had the fortunate experience of working at the institution with Linda, you will certainly know that not only is she an exceptional scholar, she is an incredible teacher, she is a selfless mentor, and she's even a better colleague and human being. You could see I could go on, but for today we will conclude with just talking about this truly exceptional scholar, and félicitations pour cette réalisation. Really want to acknowledge Dr. Ambrose and invite her to come up to receive the 2024 Research Excellence Award from President Wells.
Merci, Dr. Eager. That is your name, Dr. Eager. Yes. Oof. Okay, en passant, great job, Rita. Well done. My instructions were theoretical. You put them in practice, and that's what a university degree gives you, right? Getting theory into practice, so well done. And for the others, have followed her brilliant examples, so great. Les universités datent de plusieurs centenaires et donc très souvent on utilise du latin. So today, as the dean read out some names, they added a bit of Latin to some of the students who had excellent academic performance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to translate that into an athletic comparison. Donc je vais essayer de comparer ça à des athlètes. So, tout le monde qui est ici aujourd'hui, so everyone that's received a degree today, I consider you to be an athlete. You've made it through kindergarten. It took me 2 years, but you made it much more quickly, I'm told. And then all the way to elementary and secondary to be seated here and receiving your degree today. So that's great. We also have cum laudes that were announced from time to time. Et ça, en français, that's Latin for with praise, ou en français avec distinction. So those are students who academically performed better than their peers. They were at a level that needs to be recognized at the undergraduate level. And then we had some magna cum laudes, salted or peppered throughout, and those are with very high praise, avec très grande distinction. And I compare those to national caliber athletes. So congratulations to all undergrad graduates for having gone through your 4 years or 3 years, and to the cum laudes and magna cum laudes, a special congratulations. Now, not to be outdone, we have some master's students here. Donc, on a aussi des étudiants à la maîtrise. We don't use Latin for them. I'm not sure why. Maybe no one understands Latin anyway, so they don't really care. But I'm going to make the analogy that the master's level, after having done their undergrad and hence being national caliber athletes, are now of Olympic caliber. So congratulations for your master's, well deserved. And what to say of Dr. Ambrose? I know what to say. So Dr. Ambrose, it's not a very well-known fact, but Dr. Ambrose actually won the research. It's a very well-known fact that she won the research award today. That's well-known. What's not as well-known is that she also won the Teaching Excellence Award in years past. So the comparison I'm going to make, because the world's best athlete, in my view, is a decathlete, because they're good at everything. And so I consider Dr. Ambrose an Olympic-level decathlete. So congratulations for all your work. So I'm not an athlete, just by the way. It's probably been abundantly clear. And I'm the registrar, as I said, and no one really knows what that means, and I'm okay with that. But when I was much younger, and not everyone, only my closest friends know this, but I was working as a stage designer for a small theater company. That didn't quite work out, but I did leave without making a scene. Oh, that's not too bad. Good, good. The next one was, I put an awful lot of thought in this one. On avait des diplômés aujourd'hui en droit et justice. On avait des étudiants en criminologie en anglais. So we had criminology, law and justice, English majors, and I try to incorporate everything in a very small sentence. So here we go. So prison is just a word for you, but it can also be a whole sentence for others. Okay. I will stop there, promised. But not before, I had something in mind, I've lost it, that's okay. So I would now take the opportunity to invite Mr. Kevin Roach, a BA and Masters of Sociology student here at Laurentian University, to welcome the new graduates on the behalf of the Alumni Association. J'invite maintenant M. Kevin Roche, titulaire d'un baccalauréat Histoire, une maîtrise en sociologie de l'Université Laurentienne, à souhaiter la bienvenue aux nouveaux diplômés et aux nouvelles diplômées au nom de l'Association des anciens.
Thank you. Hello, bonjour, Rani. Today is the most important day of your lives. Congratulations. Look at all of you. Wow. My name is Kevin Roach. It was in 2007 when I graduated from Laurentian University. I grew up in Peterborough, Ontario, and I was 18 when I moved to Sudbury to study here. I majored in political science, and I took classes in history and psychology. In political science, we had Rand Dick at that time, who took groups of students to the House of Commons in Ottawa, where we held an annual model parliament. And Rand is still holding these trips. And I believe some of you were with us earlier this year in January when we made a trip to Ottawa again for a model parliament. I encourage you to connect with the alumni team and to get involved. I wanted to share a story about one of my history professors at Laurentian. His name was Professor Graham Mount. It was in my second year, and I was living in residence at Huntington, and it was the day of our exam, and I slept in, and I woke up, and I realized that my alarm didn't go off, and it was about 2 hours late. And I panicked, and I sent an email to Professor Mount, and I said, I missed my exam. And then I ran down to the examination hall, and some of my friends from class were coming out, and they said, oh, Kevin, how did you do on the exam? How did you do on the exam? And I was like in tears almost. I'm like, I missed my exam. I said, I didn't write it, I slept in. And one of my friends says, well, you know, I just saw Professor Mount. He just came in to pick up some of the exams. He may be down at his office. Why don't you go down and look for him there? So I ran as fast as I could to Professor Mount's office, and sure enough, he was sitting at his desk, and I could see him on his computer responding to my email, and I could just read on it over his shoulder. I could see the words, "Dear Kevin, these things happen." Professor Mount told me, "You have nothing to worry about." And then he asked me if I'd like to walk back with him to his house. And he'd set me up with a desk, and I could write my exam over there. And so sure enough, a few moments later, we were walking through the golf course on the way back to his house, and he gave me a desk down in his basement, and gave me a copy of the exam. And he said, "Go ahead and write it." He came back about 10 minutes later after I had started writing, and he said, I suspect that you woke up and you panicked and you ran over here and you didn't eat any breakfast. Would it be okay if I could bring you lunch? And he brought me lunch. Anyway, I'll never forget that. When I look back, after 17 years, I graduated here 17 years ago, the experiences that I had at Laurentian University were just so wonderful. And they're so full of amazing people who helped me throughout my life. I've made amazing friends at Laurentian, many of whom I still stay in touch with. One of them is, that you may know, is Dr. Jordan Babando, who helped me print out my speech today. And then earlier this year, we held this wonderful alumni model parliament event in Ottawa, and it was just so remarkable. So, you guys are all invited to participate, and, now that you're being welcomed into the alumni family, you're able to come to all of our events. And one of them I really want to highlight is our alumni model parliament, and we're planning on doing one again in January. So just keep your eyes and ears open for that. I want to talk a little bit about graduating, because I graduated and I found it a little hard afterwards. You might be feeling mixed emotions at this moment, which could be anything from excitement, gratitude, relief, fear, every feeling in between. And all of those feelings are valid, because life post-graduation can sometimes feel like the great unknown, and I know that from my experience. Because I know that life can suddenly change after you graduate. So I just wanted to talk about that. When I graduated, I took a job. There's this program that they had, and I assume they still have it. It's through the Government of Canada. It's called the Explore program, and it gives you an opportunity to go to Quebec, and you can learn some French while you're there, and they put you in a school and you teach English. So I did that. For 1 year, and I really enjoyed teaching, so then I applied for Teachers College, and I went and became a teacher. And then I went around the world traveling, teaching English. I've taught English in Korea, and it was amazing because I was meeting Laurentian alumni over there, which was really, really fascinating. I eventually ended up back here to do my master's of Arts in Sociology, and while I was working on my Master's of Arts, I started working in a law office, and then I applied to go to law school, and then I went over to England, and I studied law there for 2 years, and I returned, and I became a lawyer in Canada. And what's interesting about that is, you go and you become a lawyer, and I practice family law today. And I went to this alumni model parliament in January, and there I made friends with last year's alumni, the person who's doing what I'm doing right now. His name is Richard Terron, and he did the alumni speech, and he has just recently appointed to be a judge. And when I met him in January, he's been really great. He invites me out, and he tells me, we're really short on judges. I want to really encourage you to become a judge. And, and he's given me some guidance in my career, and he's given me something to focus on. And that's all because of the Laurentian University Alumni Association and the events that we put on. And I just wanted to share that with you, that as you become an alumni of Laurentian University, I want to encourage you to stay connected with your Laurentian alumni. We really are an amazing group. We've all gone off into different professions, and we all want to look out for one another. We all want to help each other. So I want you to know that you can reach out to me at any time. I'd love to talk with you. I'd like to talk with you about what you're doing and with your life, and if I can connect you with any other Laurentian alumni that can help you in your career and its growth. That's what that's what alumni. That's what my experience with Laurentian alumni has been. So after today, what you do with your life will be your own amazing journey. Congratulations. This is a big moment in your life. Maybe you've applied for another program at another school to seek further education. Maybe you already have a job lined up. Maybe you have some travel you'd like to do, or maybe you're still thinking about it. The point is that university education is a discipline. You might have forgotten the details of the facts that you learned during your time here, but it's the habits, it's the thinking processes, and it's the never giving up that is what got you here today. I'd like to pass some wisdom from my experience to you, so please be humble. I know you just spent the last 4 years thinking very deeply and perhaps very philosophically about things, and your professors have done a really good job encouraging you to think like this. But once you leave the university environment, other people might not find that so helpful, so just keep that in mind. You acquired the ability to learn and to adapt according to the situation. So just carry that attitude with you wherever you go. There's a quote that I'd see sometimes when I scroll through like Facebook videos or TikTok, and it comes from Sylvester Stallone, and I think it sums this idea up quite nicely. The whole point of a university degree is to show a potential employer that you showed up someplace 4 years in a row, completed a series of tasks reasonably well and on time, and if you're hired, there's a semi-decent chance that you'll show up every day and not mess their business up. Of course, we all expect much more than that, but I just find that when I think about it that way, it helps put my education into perspective. The skills that you've acquired during learning, though, they will not go unused. Learning is a lifelong mission, and I hope that you retain the same zest for it as your life leads you to the next adventure. No matter where that adventure leads you, always remember that you will always be a Laurentian alumni. And so, on behalf of the Laurentian University Alumni Association, I'm excited to welcome all of you to our growing family of graduates. I'm hopeful that you will take advantage of some of the opportunities to connect with our association, but also in engaging with Laurentian Connect, which is a platform that virtually links it's a platform that virtually links new grads to alumni for career chats and advice. Don't forget to keep in touch. We love to hear from you and the amazing things that your fellow alumni are doing. I would like to thank everybody who made this day possible. I'd like to thank the families of the graduates. I'd like to thank the families of the graduates that made the exceptional cheers for everybody. I'd like to thank the professors, the administration team. I'd like to thank our president, Dr. Lynn Wells. I'd like to thank our Dean of Arts, Dr. Jennifer Johnson. I'd like to thank all of our guests who came here today. And most importantly, I'd like to thank our graduates. I stood in your shoes 17 years ago, and I know how important today is in your life. I'd like to invite everybody in accepting the class of 2024 graduates into our alumni family. I invite everyone to stand and to give these graduates a massive standing ovation. Congratulations on today and best wishes for tomorrow. Congratulations et bonne chance.
Yes, please be seated. We're on the home stretch. Merci, Kevin. One quick question. Donc, l'Université de Laurentienne offre une série de programmes qui sont en ligne, and this has been going on well before COVID. Laurentian University has been a leader in distance education. So by a show of hands, combien ici sont pour la première fois sur campus? How many for first time on campus in Sudbury? That is the most amazing thing in terms of going through a degree at home alone with sometimes not a lot of help. So congratulations, vous méritez bien le titre que vous avez reçu. So before we conclude, I'd like to remind graduates, families, and friends that you're all invited to a reception in Alumni Hall, 2 floors above where we are here in Fraser. Après la cérémonie, nous vous invitons, diplômés, familles et amis, à une réception au Salon des Anciens, situé 2 étages au-dessus de nous. Nous demandons aussi aux familles et amis d'attendre que la procession de l'estrade et les gradués aient quitté l'auditorium avant de quitter votre siège. We would ask family and friends to wait for the platform party to exit the stage and let the graduates file out before leaving your seat. Je vous demanderai maintenant de vous lever pour chanter l'hymne national dans la langue de votre choix. Would you please rise to sing the national anthem in the language of your choice?
Right. So this is a convocation of the Faculty of Arts, the collation des grades pour la Faculté des Arts. I myself am an English professor, as I said to some of you on the way through. Je suis professeur de la littérature anglaise. Alors, if anyone ever tells you you can't get a job with an arts degree, I'm proof that you can. Found a few. But one of the things I did while I was doing my arts degrees is I took a few Latin courses, and I thought, well, that might come in useful someday. Ça sera utile quelquefois. And now I know why it's useful, because I get to say the following thing to you. Convocatio dismissa est. And what that means, we're pretty sure, is convocation is dismissed, the cérémonie avait terminé. Congratulations again, félicitations. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.